Hey guys, and welcome to episode 136 of the Upper LA podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by
Tim McGavick.
Tim is not here.
Nope.
Congrats
you
to
look
Tim
good.
and Ashley. Just got married a couple days ago.
Shut up.
They're on their honeymoon right now,
Boop, boop,
so
boop.
that's why he's not here. Also joining us,
Fuck, I just did finger guns.
Tyler. Chapelsi
Hi, guys.
and Adam Craney.
Hey, everybody.
Glad to have you. Let's run down some of the topics
Thanks.
we are going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to talk about the last film we watched this week, as well as a couple of news topics. We got another Deadpool 2 trailer. We got Under the Silver Lake trailer. We got Tag trailer as well. Jeremy Renner.
You're it.
And we also got some Men in Black reboot
That was a pretty good
news.
tagline.
We got Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson joining the cast.
I hate you.
So we're going to talk about those in a bit. As well, if you do like this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section. And, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And, yeah, without further ado.
Tim, why don't you go first?
Oh, this is so weird.
We're going to be throwing a lot of things out of whack right now.
Holy fuck.
You know what?
Ty,
Tim's not
you know
here.
what?
I'll
Ty, what do
step
you-
up.
what do
This
got?
is what you've always wanted. man.
Hopefully this will load up. Oh,
You've
no.
waited this
Sorry.
moment your entire
Snapchat
life.
was open.
Like Phil Collins.
You guys just buy a little bit of time, please?
So,
Where'd you
I'm
grow up?
pretty tired, but I'm happy that we can get together again.
And
Great wedding.
Great wedding.
Excellent
Food was good. Lots of booze. They seemed happy, I think. I don't know what that is.
Are you still buying time?
No, I have it. I just want to talk about the wedding.
What'd you watch this
you
week,
know what
bud?
to do.
Okay. A chilling thriller that follows an FBI agent who teams up with a local game tracker with deep
A chili
community...
thrilly?
A chilling thriller. It's a chilly thrilly.
Chili thrilly.
I think we just made up a phrase. Hashtag chilly thrilly.
Really chilly.
Who teams up with a local game tracker with deep community ties and a haunted past to investigate the murder of a local girl on a remote Native American reserve in the hopes of solving her mysterious death.
Was there a river in this?
There was a very windy river in this.
So you haven't seen this?
No.
Did we not review this?
We
I
did,
don't understand.
but I wasn't here.
I literally don't know when you're here and when you're not here.
I know, there's literally no difference.
Like no, like
oh, that was
like this
nice.
porg has seen
This
the same amount of
ceramic porg.
Wally's definitely seen more movies than you.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
He's been here since day one. Sweetie, not so much.
So Wind River,
Wind River.
what did you think of it?
I loved it.
Yeah,
Like
boy.
you guys, like I remember watching the episodes. I honestly don't often watch the episodes I'm not in because fuck, why would I? I'm not in them.
Fuck you.
Well,
But like I remember this one I watched for some strange fucking reason. But
Sorry.
I
Sorry
watched it.
about that.
That's my turn to talk. I remember watching this, and you guys all really enjoyed it. Tim especially, I think, loved it. May he rest in peace.
Five?
Yeah,
Five-
I think,
five
was it
banger?
a 5 from you? Was it a
Yeah.
5 from you? Was it a 5 from Tim? It was definitely a 5
I think
from
it
Tim.
was a heavy 4 for me.
it was a 5 for Tim. I know that.
It was definitely a 5 from Tim. You heavy 4 from you?
I think it's a heavy 4.
It was in all our top 10s of the year,
yeah.
right? I think.
Well, not mine.
Yeah. I think it was, yeah.
Better be
Well, fucking guess what?
retroactive.
5 bang.
Whoa! Do we have like a transition?
We're gonna do like a wave. That was the coolest thing I've ever done.
When we get a producer, there will be a transition.
I gotta work on my editing. I gotta.
Make something cool out of that. Starring, of course, Jeremy Renner, Elizabeth Olsen.
Tag.
Yep. Couple people who I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of people who I don't know. Graham Greene, who I do really enjoy, who's a native actor.
Oh, love Graham
I
Greene.
do love him. I think that he's every time I see him, I always enjoy it.
Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty nice.
Spin-off. I really enjoyed it.
What did you like about it though? What did you
it
like?
had-
I mean, you 5'd it. So.
It
the
had.
wind?
I did like the wind. Also, the river was quite
Very
nice.
windy. Not a lot of colors.
No, there wasn't. But
For you.
I think
I know you like that.
the lack of colors was also beautiful, though.
Harsh, bleak.
Yeah, very
Winter.
bleak, very pale throughout the entire movie.
Indeed.
I did enjoy that. The overwhelming environment, though, like it had a very like I. This was obviously done by Taylor Sheridan, who also did
Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water.
Wrote Sicario.
It had a very Hell or High Water feeling to it, like kind of like a two guys just kind of like, well, you know, like Hell or High Water, two guys kind of on their own against the world kind of thing. Same with this, like, you know, I just felt like these two characters just, you know,
Deserted
on their
kind
own.
of?
Yeah, on their own,
Even
deserted.
Sicario.
Yeah.
The two lead.
Yeah,
characters also.
can't trust anyone.
To me, I feel like a hallmark of his style is just like realism.
Yeah.
You know, it just feels like real and honest.
It felt like realistically
Honest,
empty, like
yeah.
you know, like just like complete, like you were alone in this.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool though.
Just really well-rounded characters.
Oh yeah, like they didn't
Very
go into
well-written people.
They didn't go into like this this massive amount of character into like the characters' pasts, which I was kind of okay with.
Mm-hmm.
You kind
Just
of
enough to
to
get it.
know who they were,
Yeah.
which I thought was really
That
cool.
story Jeremy Renner tells of his daughter.
Oh, crazy!
Oh, crushing. Did
Yeah.
you feel?
I think I felt.
Loyal listeners know you are
Yeah.
that, like, you're like an alien.
Yeah.
Some sort of robot.
I'm not
would you
sure
say?
what emotion is.
Yeah.
Um,
You try to fit in with the rest of the humans, but you.
it could have been gas,
Yeah.
but I think it was emotion
Yeah.
that I did feel.
So you
there's
did
always
feel-
this uncanny valley thing with you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something. He looks human, but there's just something.
There's something off. Something
We,
off.
we
It's not.
can't put our finger on it.
But for this, the climax came a little late for me in this, which
Well,
is
that's what she said.
story of my life.
Ring.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't until like
Sorry.
the end where you find out like where you start to kind of put pieces together. You know, it was kind of like this long journey for the characters, but like there's no kind of where you're like, you know, like a lot of movies you're kind of watching over like a bird's eye, like kind of picking up stuff that they don't pick up like as the movie goes.
Yeah.
There was none of that. None of that in this. It was like it wasn't until like the end where you started to see like, oh,
Well, there's that nice little flashback where he opens the door.
and which
And it flashes
which
back,
was
which
a
was great.
huge mindfuck for me.
Yeah, that was great.
Johnny Bernthal.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Whom I saw like in the Netflix cast, I'm like, huh, John Bernthal, that's right. And then like didn't see him for like 90 minutes,
Yeah.
and then he just shows like, oh yeah, he's fucking in this.
And then the shootout.
And the shootout,
Come on.
It
oh,
was nuts.
Was that
Yeah.
not amazing?
that was incredible.
Like, would it be a 0 without that shootout? Because I know you like shooting.
It would definitely have been probably around a light 4 without that shootout.
I mean, that's a 1-star boost just from one shootout.
Yeah.
Pretty lit.
Yeah, and
Shooting star.
I do like my shootouts.
Your guns.
So
So the Switty 5.
Switty 5,
You are an enigma.
Switty 5 bang.
Now, will you be retroactively reordering your list that I put up? on my
Not unless
letterbox?
you want to do that.
Well, I will. It's
Okay.
probably going to be number 1. 'cause
What? No. Let me. I'll reorder it and then give it.
It'll be somewhere between Kingsman 2 and Dunkirk. The 3 and the 5
Oh
bang.
my god. All right, Adam, what do you got?
You fucking.
What do you got for us this week,
psycho.
bud?
Well, speaking of psycho,
No.
a young woman is involuntarily committed to a
The
mental.
young woman?
A young woman
Oh, okay.
is,
It didn't make sense.
is involuntarily committed to a mental institution where she is confronted by her greatest fear. But is it real or a product?
Oh, we just watched the trailer for this a couple
Insane.
weeks ago.
Unsane, bud.
Unsane in the Membrane, 2018 horror thriller by Steven Soderbergh, directed by Steven Soderbergh. That is fully shot on an iPhone. Just get that
For
out of the
those
way.
who don't recall who Steven Soderbergh is on the podcast,
Well.
but who was he?
Last year's Logan Lucky,
Logan Lucky. For those who didn't know,
Franny
Mike.
Five Banger,
Magic Mike.
Ocean's 11,
Yeah.
Ocean's 11.
12 and 13 also. Side Effects.
You guys
I
getting
believe.
this?
Definitely his most experimental movie.
For sure.
He got a
Very.
little weird. He got a little personal on this one. It's not like the big blockbuster Ocean's 11, like mass appeal, Logan Lucky. No, it's very weird. Starring
Daniel Craig.
Claire Foy, who we were talking about earlier. Joshua Leonard as the stalker in question.
I
Now,
don't know who that is.
right, neither did I, but I just looked it up. He's Josh from the Blair Witch Project. Like the original Blair Witch Project.
Really?
The one that goes missing first. Yeah,
Don't remember
blew
who that
my
is,
fucking mind.
That's pretty
I
wild,
haven't watched
actually.
that in a while.
Well, this is him in the movie. I know the fans can't see this. This is him in the new Unsane movie. It blew my mind. Like, I just didn't even know that was him.
I'm glad he's getting work.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I thought the Blair Witch got him. Jay Farrow has a nice small role.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Juno Temple.
Oh, a huge fan of her.
You are?
Yes, I do.
Well,
I do like
wait
Juno
till you
Temple.
see this movie. I hope you like...
Nip slips?
How do I
nakedness?
say...
Naked?
The old bloody tampon being thrown at someone.
Oh, not what I was expecting.
I thought you were going to go the other way with that.
The old Florida Project move.
Oof.
She is outrageous in this.
Amazing.
This is a challenging movie to watch. It is one of those films that literally the second it ended, the man to my left in the theater said, "Fucking stupidest movie I have ever seen."
You saw it in theaters.
Yes, it was playing in Whippy.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I thought
Shout
this was
out.
going. I thought it was like a Netflix original or something.
No, it's playing Whippy. I was astonished. I didn't know
Oh.
either. So,
We can get Unsane, but we can't get Isle of Dogs.
right? What the fuck? I enjoyed it though.
Scott stroking it.
That's what I said. And it picked up steam. It starts off very weird and very... Well, I didn't really know what I was in for. Like, it wasn't what I expected. You're just kind of following Claire Foy, going through the motions, and she seems kind of paranoid and weird. And then, like it says, she involuntarily signs up to be submitted into this mental institute. And you're like, oh shit, okay, I guess they're really holding her hostage. And then she starts getting these visions of her stalker. And it's like one of these things where it's revealing to you her past, kind of as the movie goes further and further.
Yeah.
You're getting more and more filled in on it's very like, what's going on? Like, what does that mean? Who's this character? But then you kind of...
Are there flashbacks? Or and it's
There
not,
are.
And it's not obvious that they're flashbacks at the time?
Yeah.
It's that kind of movie?
No.
It's
Timelines.
You're fucked.
It's gonna be cloudy
You're
timelines.
fucked.
No,
You're
thank
so
you.
fucked.
Cloudy.
Those
timelines.
movies are tough.
Yeah, like, I'm actually racking my mind as we speak.
It's gonna suck.
When you're like, wait, is that now? Or is that in the past? Or is that in the future? Like, when is this happening?
Yeah, and she's like losing her grip on reality a little bit, so you don't know what's true, what's fake,
Right.
what's a real flashback. Like, you know,
Or is it a vision or what?
she basically starts to identify a male nurse at the institution as her former stalker.
Right.
And it begs the question, is she losing it, or is this really her real stalker? Like, you don't know what's happening until the end, and it's thrilling.
Do they explain why it's unsane instead of insane?
Well, it's supposed to be a play on words because she's like not, quote unquote, not insane.
Yeah.
According to her,
But she's becoming unsane.
she's losing it a little bit, but she shouldn't be in there, so she's like not insane,
Gotcha.
quote unquote. But you don't know. I still don't know if I know after seeing it. But yeah, it was a good thriller. Like, definitely not for everybody. There's going to be those people that saw the trailer and just wanted a slasher, like a garbagey, like zero risk, like safe horror slasher,
Right.
and are going to be pissed that it's not just like a girl running through a house being chased by a guy with a knife.
Did you see this with Emily?
I did.
What did she think?
The horror queen,
The horror queen, aka Franny's girlfriend.
aka Franny's girlfriend, didn't like it.
Oh.
She's not a fan of the old challenging stuff. She gets a little angry.
She wants a very straightforward slasher.
Yes.
Someone running through a house.
The horror community seems to not like the ambitious stuff and the edgier stuff. They seem to just show
They have,
Like the crowd pleasers?
They have their
what I
horror,
want.
and they want it to be like that's it. Just keep giving us the same shit.
I did think it was great. Amazing performances from everybody. Soderbergh, I thought, brought great performances out of everyone. Juno Temple was amazing, playing the psycho, out of her mind, sort of inmate.
Woman after my own heart.
Right? Cornrows.
Psycho.
Very greasy cornrows. She's
Really?
like just like always itching them, like almost like Brad Pitt in
12 Monkeys?
Yes,
Got
yeah.
it.
Right on.
Yeah. The only
He gets one a year. That's it.
I definitely didn't love it. Like, I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Did you like the ambition more than the actual movie?
Yeah, it's definitely... That's exactly right. The execution didn't live up to the...
How was the cinematography? Because we shot an iPhone. I'm sure with lenses, but...
This is the problem. I don't... At this point, for a Steven Soderbergh, I don't know what shooting a movie on an iPhone gets you, other than the bragging rights of saying, you know, I shot this movie on an iPhone.
To me, that's a way to break out.
To me, personally, I think it's like it's about the freedom and the speed of the filming.
Is that? Did he explain? I should have looked up.
I didn't look it up, but it just seems like you can get a tripod or whatever.
Like, was he literally like shooting them like this? That's what I want to know. Or was it like on a?
They're probably stabilizers and stuff like that.
It was like this, not like this.
Like,
you don't
was
fucking
he walking
shoot portrait,
around?
you idiot.
I don't know, man.
See, this is why I'm never gonna make it in the
It's
film
funny
industry.
because the aspect ratio was in the theater was like big cut off blocks.
Really?
Maybe it was shot like that.
So it looked like that.
That's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's insane.
That's
insane.
They clearly like had to post convert it so people didn't like rage quit, but like
I would have rage quit.
you can tell.
They just cut off the top and the bottom and made it
Yeah,
square.
I'm like, yeah, and like.
But you can get like gimbals and stuff and that can hold the
My
camera.
point is, I understood it with Sean Baker with Tangerine because he had nothing, a micro budget movie. You work with what you have. The veteran like Steven Soderbergh, it just seemed like
I think he wanted to work with a micro budget.
Yeah, it was $1 million budget, so
There you go.
super small.
I'm sure most of that went to the actors and
For sure. Yeah. So I thought it looked gross, to be honest. It didn't look good. Obviously.
Was that just the nature of the type of film, though?
Yeah, I think that you could argue that it worked, the aesthetic, because it does become like a bit of a slasher horror. And there is that voyeuristic angle when shooting on the iPhone, obviously.
Right.
Everything's
A little claustrophobic, too.
Yeah, everything feels claustrophobic. And like the conversational scenes are like, it feels like it's being shot from behind them, so she'll be talking. It's not like a typical movie where it's like cut to your face when you're speaking, cut to your face. Mm-hmm. It's just like all shot from like the side of the room.
It's like over the shoulder or like from a distance.
Yeah.
Like surveillance video kind of thing.
So like, and that kind of sums up the movie. I feel like cool idea, great ambition, but it wasn't great. He didn't pull it off like perfectly. But
what are you
was
hitting it with
enjoyable
then?
enough. Heavy 3.
Okay.
Just pretty
yeah.
enjoyable. Pretty enjoyable. Pretty enjoyable horror movie.
Pretty.
Because it's the
fine.
thing.
Pretty
well,
fine.
It's like I always want these movies to take these risks, and then someone goes out and makes an original IP, and they experiment and do something weird, and then I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't that good. You know?
You know what? Maybe don't.
But
do
it's
that.
like
They're not always good.
I want the safe, like typical.
This is exactly
like,
what you asked for, though. You asked for like originality. You asked for,
It's no good time.
and then you got it.
It's no good time. It was an okay time.
It wasn't a good time.
It was.
That's my time, folks. I'll be here all week.
It was a fine time.
Yeah, it was fine. It's
Fine
pretty
time.
good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in with my last scene.
Do it.
Changing gears a little bit.
Dive in.
You guys watch some serious movies.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I watched a straight comedy.
What the fuck?
Thank God Tim's not here.
I watched a
him
little
right off.
flick by the name of
Oh!
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Wow, you hadn't seen that.
No, never seen it.
Wow.
A San Francisco poet who fears commitment suspects his girlfriend may have a knack for killing off her significant others.
I mean,
Have you guys
Straight
seen
comedy.
So I Married an Axe Murderer?
I have.
What do you guys think of it? I'm curious to know what
I
you
saw it probably 10 years ago.
yeah?
I do not remember most of it,
No?
but I remember.
Do you remember liking it?
I remember liking it though.
Really?
Yeah, I remember having a fun time while watching it.
Do you remember anything
you
about it?
can just do like the quotation of what he just said.
Yeah.
Literally saw it 10 years ago. Don't remember anything about it, but I remember thinking it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I only remember when Mike Myers is like telling the kid to move his head from the TV in the Scottish accent, going off, like riffing on that. That was
I
funny.
thought that was funny.
I love that part. Oh God.
Does this movie hold up?
Are you about to eviscerate this movie?
So this movie's not good.
Oh no!
Honestly,
cult classic.
Yes.
It's got 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. Just putting
I thought it was going to be way higher
lots
than
of cult,
that.
Lots of cult classic movies have the
Low rating, that's okay.
those sort of, middle of the road.
Polarizing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at 55, so a little bit more than half of people like it. I'd probably fall in the latter
That's how
half.
you always feel?
Yeah, right?
Or the people that don't like it. I'm probably not that half. But starring Mike Myers, Nancy Travis.
It's just starring Mike Myers.
Did you just laugh at Mike Myers?
Anthony LaPaglia and Amanda Plummer. You guys might know from Pulp Fiction.
Nope.
Amanda Plum.
Fucking jumping on a table. Fucking put your motherfucking hands up.
Put your hands up, Whip! Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crazy bitch. Yeah,
Honey Bunny.
Honey
Yeah.
Bunny.
Honey Bunny.
Oh, I recently watched Game Night. And,
Yeah,
they
pretty
did...
sure I'm doing my last scene, bud. Directed by
fuck you.
Thomas Schlammy.
Excuse me?
Okay,
Schlom?
no, you're done. You're going to pull up a
I
name like
I-
Schlammy? No, you're
I
done.
think it's Schlam. Schlam?
Schlamé?
Schlammy.
Timothy Schlamé?
That's Timothy Chalamet.
Ah!
Schlammy!
Schwammy! Schwammy!
Okay, so I laughed at Kramer from Friends is in it.
There's no Kramer in
Seinfeld?
Friends, first of all.
Who am I thinking?
Kramer and Seinfeld?
Oh, Seinfeld. Sorry, no, I don't know why. Who was it? Someone brought up Friends recently. Anyways, from Seinfeld. So.
Okay.
He's in it for one scene. I don't know why, because he should have been in it more often. Because
Yeah?
he's hilarious.
Michael Richards?
Yes, I was.
He has a name?
I was.
Like
forgetting his name.
Kramer.
Fuck.
I only
just
thought he was
Kramer.
just in Seinfeld. and then
Cosmo.
his career was over.
Does he have the same...
No, you're right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He kind of has the same like.
Same kind of mannerisms.
He basically
and
plays Kramer.
Kramer.
But he's in like a newsroom and he's like joking with the guy who was writing the obituaries, and he's like they were just talking. I don't know
That's
why it's such a random
hilarious.
scene, but another character's like, guys, you shouldn't be laughing at this. This is real people. But I think one of them was like, this plumber like fell down and like died in the sewer, and he was like some one line zinger like, wow, I guess his life really went down the drain, eh? Like kind of like he had like two zingers and I laughed at it.
Oh.
And that was pretty much it. I did like
loved it.
Mike Myers playing his dad in it, playing his
Yeah.
Scottish dad,
Yeah.
which you can tell was a precursor to like the Austin Powers stuff.
Yeah, like Fat Bastard.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, and like because that's another Scottish character.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with him in Scottish accents, but
He is Scottish.
There's a joke
Well, there
that
you
he can only do that accent.
I know, but it's like the
joke.
same accent.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
Or-
Love Guru, people say is like kind of Scottish.
It is. He did.
Right?
He did like an English accent in what was that one war movie he did? Like where he was just like
Bastards.
Glorious Bastards.
yeah.
He had that weird cameo in it.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good English accent there. That's it though.
But I slightly chuckled at that, but it was a little bit cringe. The dad.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you've seen it,
So
right?
don't go back, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like
And
Happy
then
Gilmore. Don't go
the
back.
the part. Honestly,
Jack Reacher.
my
never
favorite
go
part was the what's it called? The spoken word like poetry.
I don't remember that part.
back. I remember that.
Woman, like he does the spoken word. You guys don't remember that?
No.
I gotta watch it after this.
I'm not going back because you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
funny.
go back.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't
You
hilarious. I mean, I watched it like
loved
this
it.
Huh, that was pretty good.
during the
Wow.
spoken word part. But
So you were.
On the
Wow.
edge of
overall,
your seat.
honestly, pretty cringe. This movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like
man.
I'm sitting there like,
I thought this was good.
Really?
Shit.
A 90s
thought that was
comedy
funny?
aged poorly? No.
it's rough.
Oh man.
You know how you can tell,
Fuck.
right?
55
'Cause this
on Rotten
movie was.
Tomatoes?
I watched it. It was on DVD.
It was on TVD.
DVD.
Well, that's half a star gone right there.
Well, it was the same fucking aspect ratio as when it came out. Anyways,
Making it worse.
when you put the DVD in, it's one of those ones where it plays a few trailers for other movies by the
Yeah.
same company or whatever
Mhm.
before you even get to the
What
menu.
came up?
And it was like
What came up?
it was
Scotty?
some rough '90s rom-coms, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" I don't even remember these movies. It was like this Jessica Simpson one, and like it was bad. It was like absolute dog shit movies. I'm like, this is what they're promoting before this. I'm like, this is a bad sign. What do they think this isn't?
This isn't good.
It's like you're in the theater.
This is not good.
This doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
it's
know,
like
you're in the theater and you see the trailers.
yeah, and you're like, this is what I'm getting myself into. This type of movie.
What have I done?
God, no.
No! Turn it off!
I don't know. This movie was just fairly cringe. I'm just gonna put that, and just honestly, not that funny. Not that
Shit,
funny.
I remember it being
It doesn't
funny.
hold up. And I remember you guys. I don't know who it was. Some of you guys mentioning how So I Married an Axe Murderer was funny.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, it definitely wasn't Tim.
Like, he was known for,
this
like...
sort of underrated gem.
Yeah, under the
he was known for
radar.
had only done hits. Like, Love Guru, he could never recover from the blow because he had only done hits.
Oh yeah, he's done.
And I was hoping for like a Wayne's World, like a a cult, something hilarious.
Yeah.
And I've seen Wayne's World recently,
Mhm.
and it's hilarious.
Yeah, right? Austin Powers, I'm sure, holds up. Like I saw
I haven't seen
somewhat
it,
recently.
but I have a feeling that would hold up better. But
Yeah.
this, I love Wayne's World, for example. But
Yeah.
this one,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Flashback to our Halloween costume last year.
Michael.
Yeah.
Killed it. Wayne and Garth.
Party on Garth.
Party
You
on.
know
Wayne.
what? Shout out Mike, Toronto. Got hyped for Terminal. Apparently he's in it. New Margot Robbie movie.
Right.
His name's in
Mike
the
Myers.
teaser.
Oh. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, new Halloween.
I hope he's
coming out.
in a resurgence in his career.
Is he in Halloween?
Because I like him.
No, but
Oh.
Michael Myers. I'll be here all week. Try the meal.
Fuck
You know what? That's my time.
I can't
Thanks,
believe.
San Diego.
I can't believe I walked into that.
Let's
I'm gonna give So I Married an Axe Murderer
truck's going off the rails.
a 2 out of 5.
Oh. Oh.
For
Uh-huh.
a movie like this, for a movie like this to be average, like 2.5, it's got to be a little bit
Funny.
It's got to be a little bit more chuckles for a comedy, right?
You know what? One laugh, 1 out of 5.
Like, I legit laughed out loud once at Kramer.
At
That's
a
what I'm
cameo
saying.
appearance.
Yeah.
Literally.
I legit was like, wow, that's pretty fucking dark. The rest of it was pretty
well,
good.
he is known for being pretty straight edge, so
There you go.
he really went off character for that one.
So I Married an Axe Murderer, so...
Don't check it out.
Don't watch it.
Unless you've already seen it, then don't rewatch it.
Yeah, if you saw it when you were a kid and you liked it,
You're
don't
fucked.
watch it again.
This will ruin it.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Stop
move
it,
on
everyone.
into our news segment. We got a couple of trailers to discuss, as well
Okay.
as some casting news. Let's start off with Under the Silver Lake,
Oh.
Willow.
starring Andrew Garfield, Riley Keough, and
Ricky Lindholm.
I forget. I didn't recognize too many other people. Adam might remember the name of the director. Director of It Follows,
David.
David Gordon Green?
No.
Fuck.
David Robert
David
Marshall. Michael Marshall. I just
Michael
know him as the
Mathers?
guy that it follows.
Anyways, the director of It Follows.
David.
So basically, the synopsis of this film, I'm guessing, is Andrew Garfield, has a little
Fuck,
romantic
Tim.
encounter with his neighbor, and the next day she disappears without a trace, and it's sort of like a noir
My dream.
thriller comedy, kind of screwball comedy. I would say a la Inherent Vice, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately thought.
or like Nice Guys,
or Brick.
kind of
Yeah.
tone. Ty, let's start with you. What do you think of Under the Silver Lake? Are you in?
I don't know actually. This I
not
watched
like
this
you.
and I know, right? I usually have my
I'm normally so
on the dot.
set.
Yeah.
little Lebowski elements to it.
A little bit, which not a selling feature for me because you all know I didn't.
It's
I was a
fucking
big
hard
fan.
sell for me.
Yeah, like I'm assuming you're in, but I don't know.
Looks like shit.
Oh, okay. Fuck, I can't read you. I don't know. Like something. It looked good. It looked really good. Like it's gonna keep you thinking. This movie. Like it looks like there's a.
Well, as long
You
as
will
there's no-
think as you watch.
Well, yeah. Like that. Fuck you. First of all. Fuck.
Unlike
Fuck right off.
Tomb Raider, for example.
You know what? You know what? I don't even care. Pass.
Now, what'd you really think? How'd you really think about it? How'd you really feel about it? Sorry.
Yeah,
Can I?
Yeah.
be honest,
Thank you.
because that couldn't have been real.
It looks like it's just you're gonna be confused the entire time. Like not in a bad way. In a like this is gonna be
Intrigued.
yeah. Well, no, like literally confused. I
Have
feel
you seen Inherent Vice? For
no.
example, no.
I thought that was a phrase you guys were
Very
using.
confusing movie.
Didn't know that was a movie. That was a phrase.
Okay. bizarre. Joaquin Phoenix. It's kind of like this, but in the 70s.
Oh, Walking Phoenix, eh?
Usually Phoenix is fly.
Yeah, I was very confused by that. Is that another phrase you guys are using?
That was a walking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're screwing with me.
I've never heard that before, but I like it. Walking
It looks very vague. Like there's going to be so many different tasks that he's going to go through in this movie. Like I don't even know what to think about it. I don't know.
Let me jump
Yeah,
in.
you jump in.
Let me jump in. I'm totally in.
Flopping on the dock.
I'm totally in. I think this is like could be the new, Nice Guys or Inherent Vice or
It's a movie.
You're all the way
Lebowski. I think it could be on that
Inherent Vice.
level.
Brick?
I haven't seen Brick.
It looks like Brick meets Inherent Vice. Yeah.
Really?
Brick is like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Girlfriend goes missing, has to solve the mystery. This movie is
Or
so
like The
Brick.
Vanishing.
I don't know what that is.
Girlfriend goes missing, trying to figure out what happened, kind of thing.
There you go.
It was the one that Amanda Seyfried did.
Probably
Don't care.
shit version.
Probably dog
of those
shit,
two.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this kind of noir, but like the character is kind of like, I don't know, just like
Adult.
yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like just kind of like a little weird.
Yeah.
Just like Lebowski, it's like what the fuck? Had someone pissed on my rug?
Good call.
So, my neighbor disappeared. What the fuck? I thought we were like a thing. But yeah, I'm totally in it, and I like Inherent Vice. I don't know about you guys.
I'm still looking.
I like it.
I don't know what I think of Inherent. It was so confusing.
I like it.
Oh, it came out recently.
Yeah, I think it's underrated personally.
Owen Wilson.
But to me, it's very similar to that. And you know what? I'm in. I really liked It Follows. I thought that was really unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, whatever he was doing next, and I knew he was doing like a noir with this cast, and I was like, I'm in, whatever. Yeah. And I saw the trailer. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. What do you think, Adam?
I am very intrigued. I definitely expected more of a like
Straightforward noir?
Yeah, when I read that he was doing noir, I thought it'd be more of like that slick kind of like sexy noir, like a black and white almost vibe, like the Blade Runner ish kind of thing.
Like what's that movie with Russell Crowe and
Yeah, LA Confidential.
LA Confidential, like
Yeah.
that's a classic, like LA, like
Yeah, right. I didn't know it was gonna be more like you hit it on the head, Lebowski, Inherent Vice, like the goofy,
yeah.
like caper.
A lot of actors in this movie, eh? Inherent Vice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
watch
like
it
a movie
on your own time.
It's crazy. I just watched the credits.
Yeah, wow. It looks very intriguing. Andrew Garfield has some goofy looking hair. He looks very goofy.
He looks homeless.
He looks homeless.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He's not doing religious characters, super serious characters anymore this year.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I like. I think I love Andrew Garfield. Honestly, I think
Yeah, he's a good
great
actor. I agree.
I wasn't a huge fan of him at the beginning. Like I didn't
mean
honestly.
Spider-Man?
I didn't love him in
You
Spider-Man.
didn't like his Spider-Man movies.
No, not really.
Okay.
But he grew on me though.
Next, yeah,
Spider-Man 2 is the best movie of all time.
I agree.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Electro, fucking best villain of all time.
Yeah.
Worst villain.
I like that I love It Follows, and I like that he's doing something so different.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I also expected it to be more of that like serious tone, because It Follows horror movie,
Yeah.
expected more serious. But I like that he's switching it completely, like a hard left, like just keep people guessing his style.
But when you think about these similar movies, similar genres, and you look at like the directors that are doing those movies, like Inherent Vice,
Paul Thomas Anderson,
PTA,
yeah,
Lebowski,
Ah.
Coen Brothers,
Mm.
Nice Guys, similar,
versatile.
Shane Black, right? Even like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, for example.
Great movie.
Those are directors that were also flexing their muscles and doing something different, kind of like doing that caper screwball noir. And I think, if you're a classic film fan or like like us, you can appreciate those screwball ones, And I think, in this director, I think, has that appreciation for that type of film. And I don't know, I'm just in. I think there's a certain...
I'm in.
There's
Fuck
a
it.
certain, like, he's clearly borrowing from some of these like masters.
Yeah.
I like that, but making it sort of his own thing. But
He's hitting his mark in all the classic checklists.
let's move on. Let's switch gears here. Deadpool 2.
Oh,
DP2.
DP2.
Double Deadpool.
Also a comedy.
double pool.
Do I need to mention the cast? Probably not.
No.
Well, actually, we see
Ryan Reynolds.
We see some new faces in this.
We got Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
in appearance. We got
Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews.
the other TC.
We got Zazie Beetz
Zazie Beetz.
as Domino. We got the kid from Hunt for the Wilder People.
Love them.
Love him.
We got Josh Brolin and Ryan Reynolds starring Cable and Deadpool.
We got a blind coke addict,
TJ Miller.
T.J. Miller,
T.J. Miller
making a surprise appearance.
Yeah.
Thought they would recast him. I thought Christopher Plummer was going to come in.
Thought they would have killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the cast. I mean, there's the odd other character, but Adam, what do you think of this? This is like the full length trailer, basically.
I'm in. Looks like shit. It looks like they
You're
captured.
gonna say shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah,
It looks like
looks like
it.
shit.
Looks like shit. They captured lightning in a bottle twice, I think.
Very hard to do, by the way.
Extremely
Two
hard.
separate bottles.
Two separate bottles, dare I say?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can't even open the first one because the lightning will get it.
Yeah, it's still in there.
There's not like I don't have a ton to say. It just looks like it it looks like deleted scenes from Deadpool, and I mean that as a compliment.
In a good way,
Like
yeah.
it just looks like more
The same.
The continuity
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah, they haven't missed a beat. You get worried. Obviously, sequel money grab.
They got
Is that
Zazie.
beat?
no!
You son of a bitch.
Fuck you.
They didn't miss that beat.
Yeah,
We're gonna add some sounds in when we do that.
It looks very funny. It looks like a blast. I don't really have anything more to say.
Ty?
I think it looks awesome. We get a first look at X-Force, which I think is kind of cool. They've been talking about doing an X-Force movie for a while, so to actually have this show up, I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if they're still going to do an X-Force.
No Wolvie
movie.
though.
No Wolvie that we know of. Marvel is good for putting surprise cameos in.
I did see a report.
Did
I
you? No.
Did not read it because I don't want the spoiler. But
So you're pretty much me then.
well, the headline did read.
I did read a
I
headline.
don't know if you heard.
once.
There's a lot of reshoots on this movie.
I did not know that.
Yeah, comes out in a month. So,
I think it was like
bizarre.
what I heard from the what do they call it? The screenings
Internet?
that they did that caused the reshoots was like people were like, we want more Domino and Cable. I think it was. They're just like we loved the movie, but we just want more of these characters because they're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so they shot it to.
I don't even know what Domino can do, so that's pretty cool.
Apparently that was the big thing.
Yeah, they wanted to have more Domino and more Cable, which I think is pretty cool.
But the report claimed very, very tantalizing character was added in a secret cameo. A very famous, very loved character.
Interesting.
Now,
Pierce Brosnan.
we're talking about either Wolverine, which is like high hopes. I doubt it. But the more realistic one, people are speculating.
Toad?
Pierce
Do you know
Brosnan.
what happens to a toad when it gets hit by lightning?
Same thing as every.
Same thing that happens to everything else.
No. Mr.
Xavier?
Gambit? Anyone? Mr. CT? Channing Tatum? The movie that is
CT scan himself.
floating.
You have to be in a movie before for someone to actually like them as a character.
Taylor Kitsch.
No, but Gambit's a beloved character.
Right.
So yeah.
By the like couple
That would be
thousand people that
fucking
read the
sick,
comics.
I think. I love Gambit. I'm in. Let me.
Yeah.
He's a cool looking
See if
character.
Channing can do a French accent.
I think he can.
I hope he can. Well, he basically was Gambit in Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Just smoking that cigarette
With a French accent.
I mean, I'm in. Hope it's Gambit. I mean, I hope it's Wolverine.
Yes. Please, love of God, be Wolverine.
That'd be nice.
This looks great though.
I think it looks great. I mean, I don't have much else to add. I think it
Like
looks
we've
great.
seen teasers, and honestly, if they'd only shown us teasers, I would have been okay with that.
That too. Yeah.
Like I don't need to see a full trailer for this because we know what it's going to be.
Let's move on.
Okay,
We got some news relating to the Men in Black reboot. I think it all came out at once. I wasn't sure what they were doing with Men in Black.
This movie's still a mystery to me.
I think it's a soft reboot. They're not doing. I think there's still continuity with the old Men in Black movies. To be honest.
Okay.
But they're sort of going. They're going with different characters.
So not Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith.
Right.
Okay.
But I think they're still within the same universe. I think a lot of franchises seem to be doing this lately.
Okay.
Like, for example, the Jurassic World movies.
To me, they are. I can almost guarantee that one of them is going to have a cameo in this.
You think so?
It's possible. It's very possible.
I would bet money
but
on it.
I don't think it's necessary. Like, there's lots of characters in the old Jurassic Park movies that, don't get cameos. But it's in the same universe. It's the same island, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a different time.
But to me, like, if having watched, 21 and 22 Jump Street, when you watch those, those movies, are so full of cameos. They're so, that's the movie.
Gordon Miller.
Exactly. That's the movie that you put,
Shout out to Solo coming out.
this kind of stuff in. So I can't, come on, he's going to be in it.
It's possible. We'll see. But the casting news attached to this is that Chris Hemsworth will be starring with Tessa Thompson. A little Thor Ragnarok reunion.
Hello.
What do you guys think with this?
It's weird because he just, they finished filming on, the Avengers movies, and he made, this big, very vocal post about how he's done for a while. He wants to go and surf in Australia and go camping with his
Really?
yeah, he was if you I follow him on Instagram, he's in no way working right now. He is very much in relaxation
take a month off
mode.
and then fucking could do another movie, bud. Fucking job.
To me, that's just weird that he's doing this, but now he's signed on to do something else.
$20 million can get you a lot of
Yeah, money talks, bud.
Oh, you want a month off? How about $20 million? It can wait.
Yeah.
Month
The waves
off?
are going to be there later.
Honestly, it must be nice being an actor. I don't
Yeah.
care how grueling the role is.
I would love to be an actor.
You work for a
Anyone's
couple
watching.
weeks, you work for maybe even a couple months on a movie. Avengers, I get it. It's a long process. They shot a year straight or something. I don't know, something.
Yeah, because they didn't back to back.
With
Worked out like a psycho.
the
to
Infinity
get
War
jacked.
Avengers movies. But I'm sure he's going to take some time off, but maybe they'll shoot in later this year or something. But
Yeah, they don't even have a director. It's not.
yeah,
close
it's
to
just
shoot.
they just signed on, so he can take as long as a break as he wants.
And he's
But-
probably on a break as we speak. Isn't Avengers done shooting?
yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it's done now.
So for me, I like this. I like Chris Hemsworth. I think I'd like to see him do more movies.
He definitely has a range that hasn't been explored yet.
Yeah.
Funny, like a comedy.
Yeah, you guys can talk shit about Ghostbusters, but every time he came up, I thought he was hilarious.
I thought he was the best part.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was necessarily great, but he was the funniest part.
He was pretty funny. He went for it,
And
I
He
appreciate
went
that.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he commits to those comedy roles.
Vacation, I thought he was funny in.
Yes.
The
I never saw that, but
That
you guys said
I didn't like Vacation. The movie itself, I didn't like, but I thought
was he funny?
To me, again, he was the funniest part of it.
same.
right on. So yeah, for me,
stealing.
I'm in, and I really like Tessa Thompson. I've heard that there's a third role that they're
Okay.
casting for, like
Pierce Brosnan.
They're going
Stop trying to
male.
work Pierce Brosnan into movies.
They're going male lead. They wanted an African American female lead,
Pierce Brosnan.
and then they wanted an old grizzled vet role.
Tommy Lee
So
Jones,
Pierce Brosnan.
Tommy Lee Jones.
the perfect man.
Will Smith.
I could see Jeff Bridges or something. To be perfectly honest, someone like that.
R.I.P.D. style.
Yes.
Ripped.
Ripped.
Rip.
Rip Torn is back.
No, he's very much dead still.
Torn's dead.
You didn't know that?
You got hit by that sign in dodgeball.
Luck of the Irish. You didn't know he was dead?
My soul is Rip Torn now.
My heart is ripped on.
Too soon.
Sorry, buddy.
Too late.
Anyways, for me, I'm in. I like these characters. I like these actors, and
Like the
I think they're a good
actors?
fit for the universe. To be honest,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Men in Black.
Men in Black, and is this Men in Black Jurassic Park, you said? Men in Black Jurassic Park.
Men in Park.
Excuse me? Men in
Mixed
Black,
with-
21
Black
Jump
World?
Street?
With Jump Street, you said Jurassic Park earlier.
Yeah, nothing to do with those movies. I was just saying it's a
okay.
soft reboot.
Okay, I see. Okay.
They were thinking of doing a 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover.
That's what I thought this was.
Not happening.
Oh,
That's not what this is?
No.
Lead with that.
I thought that's what this was.
No.
What the shit?
No.
You're in charge of news, Scott.
I didn't write down.
Are
I
you
didn't
sure?
mention it. I'm sure, man.
Really?
They scrapped this. Show me a
I'm
report.
so sure. Talk among yourselves.
I didn't read into it. I just read the headline and kept going.
I'm kind of angry now. I thought that's what this
2018.
was.
What do you think, Adam?
It changes everything.
This does change everything.
You know what? It doesn't. I don't care really, but I do like them. Like they're funny, and I think Tessa Thompson's great. Like funny and in Annihilation, she was just great. She's like she wasn't funny, but she was just a great performance.
Who's she in Annihilation?
The very abrasive one who ties them all up.
Oh yeah. No, that was the.
No, she's the one that.
That was the Asian.
She's the one that turns into the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! So she's that good.
We are.
I thought she was a different person. She's a true chameleon.
Fuck, she's good.
Well, okay. Well, she's very different as like the Valkyrie character, and as that character turns into the flowers. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking care. Go ahead.
Next.
I got nothing to say. Is it still 21 Jump Street Men in Black, or is it just Men in Black?
So they were considering doing that, but they announced in September 2017 that
Drop the ball on that one.
They would instead be releasing a spin-off / reboot of the franchise.
Okay. So
Of just Men in Black.
Of just Men in Black.
nobody's
Yeah.
perfect. I'm a little behind.
That was
You guys have
September
one job.
2017.
You
So that
guys
was
6 months, big deal.
know the news. I candy.
6 months ago.
That's it. You guys have one job.
Well, this is how you feel.
So
usually, I guess.
just saying.
So you win.
And
For Ragnarok
it
reunion?
will begin shooting.
Yes.
It will begin shooting this June.
Is there a director? Yeah.
Not that I know of.
That's ballsy. Who's gonna hold the camera?
Now, Sony, I will be impressed if you shoot it with no director. That will be impressive.
Well,
They did most of Solo
what
with
movie
that.
did they do?
Yeah. Swing.
The movie comedy did they do a reboot that they did recently?
Sony?
Is it a
Ghostbusters?
Jumanji?
Oh,
Really?
that's right. So who's the Rock gonna play in this?
The old grizzled
movie
vet
Yeah.
character.
Has made $1 billion.
Anyways,
I mean,
you can hate on Sony as much as you want. They
I'm
did,
in.
and I never saw Jumanji, but it did very well at the box office.
I might
so.
have to see it.
Ching, ching, ching.
Let's move on. Last news topic. We got Tag,
Tag.
starring Jeremy Renner, John Hamm, Ed Helms, Hannibal
Buress.
Oh, what's his name? The guy from Girls. Is it the guy from Girls?
No. No, it's the guy from
New Girl.
New Girl.
I don't know, what was it?
Ah, that guy, yeah.
Jurassic World.
I meant New Girl.
Funny guy.
The Mummy.
Oh.
What?
He's in the Mummy.
Like the new Mummy?
Yeah.
Didn't see
he was
it.
You didn't see it?
He was trashing it. Anyways, Tag. It's the story
He
of
did not belong in it.
these adults who have been playing Tag for 30 years.
We've hit a certain point with movies. Now we can watch grown-ass men run
Play
around
tag.
and play tag together.
Ty, what do you think of it?
Is it gross?
I'm in. This looks hilarious.
There he is. He's back.
He's back.
Wow.
Just so you guys have some contrast. Franny and I went and saw a movie today, and I accidentally, we found out that I've actually seen every single movie that Guillermo del Toro has directed, which is mind-blowing if you have ever watched the podcast, because I'm a fucking idiot.
It has nothing to do with this.
I know, but now that he had such a high opinion of me, and now that I am in to watch
The
this,
opinion has fallen.
I feel like that has dropped again.
I also had to let him know that he had seen them all, just so everyone knows.
Wow.
He's like, I've never seen his work. I listed every single one. He had seen every single one.
Shocking.
Except Shape of Water, his most critically acclaimed masterpiece, pinnacle of his entire career. But
Yeah, missed
anyway,
that one.
take
So
the floor.
Tag. You like Tag?
Tag looks
The trailer.
hilarious. It looks like they're going to go for it with some pretty funny stuff. There's a funeral, I think, at one point, and that looked hilarious. Yeah, like I just
He would have wanted you to be it.
he would have wanted you to be it, and just books it like that's funny. I really hope they have like a lot of that kind of edgy, like cringe, like there's someone dead.
I love
Like,
cringe humor.
Yeah, like
Go for the cringe.
I hope they have a lot of that in this, because that's really the only way you can make a movie about the game of tag is to make it like
Supposed to be a director.
ridiculously funny. So hopefully they do more of that. I'm in.
Honestly, I think it looks pretty funny. I'm usually not a fan of comedies, but this one looks decent. I do like Hannibal Buress's character.
Yeah,
just like
I feel like he's always got like
time
this,
as a construct.
He always he plays different characters in each movie that he does, but like they all have like the same sort of like defeated look on life kind of thing.
Yeah,
like he always plays like the same kind of like
self-deprecating.
Yeah, like I'm dead inside, but he just keeps going with it.
But yeah, overall, I think
relate.
it's a good cast. It's a good cast of characters, and I'm tentatively in. I think it looks fairly funny.
Shout out to Phil. Phil told me about this. He's like, hey, go watch the tag trailer. I think you'll like
Just
it.
looked up the director. He did a couple comedy specials from people I've never heard of. He did T.J. Miller's new one. I believe this is his feature film debut, though.
Edgy.
Like other than stand-up specials.
Edgy.
Right on.
Looks very funny. I'm in. Love the ensemble.
Yeah.
Love Hannibal Buress. He kills me.
Ensemble.
Yeah. He's so funny. It just looks very funny. I don't really have anything more than
Sick.
that.
Well, that'll do it for episode
Sorry,
1.
it reminds me of like, have you guys seen the show Impractical Jokers? It reminds me of that. Like just a bunch of guys just getting together and just being hilarious. Glad we added that in.
Well, that'll do it for episode 136 of the Upper Lid Podcast.
Wow.
Tim, where can people find us?
Tim, edit that out.
I said that on purpose. Ty, do you know where people can find us? Where can people find us?
He's been saying it for so long. And
you can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
That's what I say.
The train's off the tracks, folks.
What does Tim say?
You can find us on YouTube. Oh, wait, oh, fuck. Ty,
come back.
I got this. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast. You can also find Tim at The Craft Pundit. Pass.
Instagram.
Pass.
You can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam and Twitter at Franny25.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, keep it real.
I'm so stressed out right now.